You alright guys, welcome back to Springwoods RC. I'm going to do something a little bit different this time. I'm down here at my gate. There's my gate. And this is the country park where we have to drive through to get out onto the main roads. It's my access. But what I wanted to do was tell you a little story and some progress that I've made to this place. Just behind me here, just on the corner here, is where I started probably about 6 years ago now, I think. Just over 6 years ago, 6.5 years ago. And all this hardcore, the track, this is where I started. I had to dig it all out. A mate lent me an excavator. I dug it all out 2 foot deep. Then he started sending his trucks full of hardcore for me. And sometimes I could have 4 trucks in a day. And it used to take me 4 days just to move one load, which was about 17 ton. And I flattened it all out to make my road, laying it all out all by hand. And we'll make the walk down here. But it was quite a challenging job. I think by the end it took me about 6-7 months just to get to where the top of my ramp is, which I'll walk to now, so you can still see what's behind me as we move along. But it took some right doing. Every day I was wet up to my waist in mud because it was just horrible down here, absolutely horrible. If you'd have tried getting down in the car, you'd have just got stuck. Even before would have got stuck. But it was crazy. Yeah. It was crazy. But all this behind me, all this track from the corner, is all 2 foot thick of hardcore. You can see some of the bricks here, look, where I laid them all out to make a road. Unfortunately, some of the gravel's washed off. Yeah, we've had some new neighbours move on to some land next to us, and they've been doing a bit of building themselves, building stables. The track's took a bit of punishment this year with all the rain that we've had and getting a few puddles. But nothing my digger will not sort out. Bit of a scrape, get it all nice and flat again and smooth. We'll get there. But you can see a bit of a way, quite a bit of a way, and we're still going. We're still going. And there's the pond down there. It will be eventually when I get to dig it all out and clean it. I think you've seen a bit of that on some of my other videos. We've spoke to the golf course, which is just through them trees there, and they've allowed us to look after all this strip of woods that runs up along here to the end. So we're going to do some glades, clear out some spots for the rabbits and that to play. And quite often we walk down here in an evening, there ain't buzzards. We'll be sat in trees just here watching track, waiting for squirrels. And every night there must be 4 or 5 owls down here, a couple of white barn owls and some toohey owls. Tawny owls, is it? Tawny owls, isn't it? It's lovely. But here we go, nearly at the top of my ramp now. This is the top of the ramp, and that's where my gate is, down there. And it took me 6 months just to get to here. Like I say, I was wet up to my waist every single day in mud, sludge. It was horrible. Worst 6 months of my life, but I'm proud of my road. It's pretty good to say it's all been done by hand. And then this is my homestead from the top of the ramp. once I got to the ramp here, my friend came back with one of his bigger excavators, and we did this ramp in one day. And we must have had, well, about 8-10 trucks that day come down, and they all carrying 17 ton a load, thereabouts, all pretty much full. It all built this ramp, and I know you've seen my telegraph poles that's holding up all this banking behind my cabin, but there's actually 2 more. I lost you for a second there again. Right, yeah, as I was saying, there's another 2 telegraph pole walls under this ramp. There's one that runs sideways going to them trees, using the trees to just where them 2 trees are here that have been coppiced. Then there's another one just behind that one, and it's actually about 3 foot down below the ground for where my cabin is. But there's some hardcore in there to create that lot, and we've got my car park and my garage over there, a barn that I'm kind of in the process of building. I've had a big pile of rubble and stone dropped off. I've been trying to sort through that to get some stone for the course. The caravans, a red one there, red awning, that'll be a guest cabin, and that one will be for skits. Yeah. He's having that. That's my garage. I built my garage actually using trees for the frame. Cut all the trees down, shaved all the bark off, and I've not got my keys on me, otherwise I'll show you inside. But yeah, I used the trees and just bits of bats really, bits of alley, garage door on the side. Yeah, that's a big garage door on that side. I think I've got 2 single garage doors for the back, but makes a good little garage for now. Eventually I think I'll turn that into a new dog kennel for dogs. And my boys and girls, they're all in the little shed here at the minute. This was a bit of a temporary thing, just to do for the time being. But unfortunately it's lasted 5 years. How it's lasted 5 years I have no idea, because it was just like a makeshift to keep my boys and girls in. Where are you, boys and girls? Missy Moo, Sky. Here's my boy, my girls. This is little Faye, my little baby girl. Aren't you beautiful? Where are you, Missy Moo? Come on then. Here's Mummy. Here's Sky. She's the mum to little Faye. Beautiful, aren't you, Missy Moo? You want to come out? I'll get you out in a minute. I don't let the dogs off loose, because the buggers. Here's my boys. Here's Spike. And this is Ty. Mr. Moo. He's the one who makes all the howling, Dave. When you hear him. Here's Spike. You're a good boy. Let's go in. Heyo, boys. Heyo. Heyo. Don't jump up, Ty. You'll be a good boy. Here's Spikey. Are you happy, Spike? Are you happy? Yeah? You're ready to come out and have a play, aren't you? We'll get you out shortly. You'll be a good boy. There's such ever good boys and girls they are. But because they're Siberian Huskies, obviously, I can't let them off the lead because they'll just go running. And I can not catch them. I can definitely not catch them. As we come off my car park, I've got my little drive that leads up towards where my cabin is. Now I did all this with one hand when I had my accident and ripped all the flesh off, and you can see the scar just down the centre of my palm. That's where they cut a chunk of flesh off and stitched it all back onto my finger here. Well, wife wouldn't let me do much for a while, so I did all this with one hand. Looks like it's been here forever now. But a nice little driveway, some paving blocks and a bit of what we call dust. You use it for when we're laying power lines. You put this over the top of your power line and they put like a strip, a cable indicator, to say that there's a cable under it. But that's the stuff that they use to cover up the cable, so you don't actually dig into your cable when you're re-digging up. When you get down to that dust, you know your cable is just under it. And as we come off the car park, I've come back down away from the dogs. There's my green polytunnel. I'll turn this into a construction site one day, undercover, when we get round to it. I've got to excuse a bit of a mess, guys, because it is a working place still at the minute. Still lots of jobs on, lots to do. There's one of my little toilets. No plumbing down here, no electric, no gas, no water. People say, how do you do it? How do you do it? To be honest, I bloody love it. I love it. Love it down here. I've learnt a lot. Yeah, I've had to do a lot. It's crazy. There's my little tunnel here. I woke up one morning and it's like I need somewhere to store some of my tools and stuff. I didn't have my garage then, and obviously I'd got them cable drums from fitting the big wind turbine just over at the other side at Country Park. I ended up with 9 of them, I think, and I split some apart. I used the centerpieces for the flooring in my cabin because it was going to cost me £1,000 for my flooring. But then I noticed these and they're like 3 inches thick. Who has floorboards that are 3 inches thick? I do. Yeah. But yeah, I woke up one morning and kind of chucked that together. That's the alley panels that my mate keeps bringing me from different sites. Usually home build sites. So some of you from UK might recognise some of the companies. Dave Willis Homes, Bovis Homes, 3 and 4 bedroom, 5 bedroom luxury homes. I've got a 1 bedroom luxury little cabin here when it's finished. Yeah, I'll turn it into a little camping shack. I've got plans to put some long logs all the way around it, so it just looks like a big giant log. I think it'll look pretty cool. Nice lovely little greenhouse where she'll start growing a veg hopefully this year. This is my wife's office I built for her 2 years ago now. I finished it, yeah, about 2 years ago I finished this. It's actually off the ground, sits on some steel poles that have been rammed into the ground. The one that's on the floor at the bottom, I need to weld these in between, but I didn't weld them straight away because I wanted to see if anything moved, because it's only sat on 4 poles and they're probably about 3-4 mil thick with about 110 mil diameter. But that's her office. The little bit that sat on top, that was actually a cabin that we bought, and it used to sit up the top there with my little cabin that's up there. It used to sit facing that, but because we put the big build up there, it's like, what do I do with my wife's office. So I come up with this contraption. I've got my solar panels on the side, which helps look after it, keeps her powered up, produces plenty of power. I've had to build another little solar bank for her, but it's lovely. Let's take it up to the top. We'll go up and show you a view. It's quite a lovely view. Wife loves it. She absolutely loves it. There's a pond. There's all our woods to play with. And the end of the trail course is down there somewhere. You can't see it obviously because it's thick of trees. That's where the start is, over there. But like I say, you'll have to excuse me, a bit of a mess with the winter we've just had. It's been hard work trying to clear up in rain, and plus I've still got lots of jobs to do. But this is my wife's office. She's left the blinds up and down. But yeah, she's literally sat in what will be, no, it's the start of the spring, to be honest, I'd say. So this is where all the water comes up. But I'll dig this out a little bit, and I've dug a trench there to try and help it dry out a little bit so I can dig it out. But unfortunately it's not doing very well with rain that we've had. So hopefully this year it'll dry out so I can start clearing this out, and she'll have a little cabin in the water and finish a bridge and a decking off. Or she's got decking all the way around, then a bit wider this side, a bit wider on the front. I might even do a drawbridge. Now you say, where do you get your water from? Where do you get your electric from? How do you keep yourself warm? Well, keeping warm's easy. I cut a few trees down, or cut up the ones that have fallen down. For my water, we have this. This is where my well is. There's my water pump. I still need to do a bit of work on this yet. I need to try and get the pipes down a bit further into the ground. And I've got a deep borehole pump down there. It's 3.5 inch in diameter. It's quite a powerful pump. Gives me a good 6 psi, 7 psi. But that's my well, and that's where I get all my water from. All runs underground, all the pipes in. But this is what I dug my hole with for my well. This was my well digging tool. Just a couple of pieces of pipe on some plastic tube, a bit of a bendy bit on the end. And what you actually do is, when it's in the hole, because it's very sandy down here, and there's water down there, it was quite easy for me to do. All you do is just keep jabbing it up and down, and what happens every time you go down, it sends the water and sand out the top. I actually seen some Indian guys do it on YouTube. But inside here is a marble, a big marble. I don't know if we can see it in there. Yeah. You can hear it. That's a marble inside, welded in between two pieces of steel pipe with a point on the end. And that's how I dug my well. Took me a long time. I think it took me 2 days to do one hole, and scattered around the woods. And I think I ended up doing 14 holes in total before I actually got a good one, which it produces some good water. You know, you get a water pump that's fast enough, I can fill a 1,000 litre tub in 8 minutes. That's what we've had out of it from a petrol water pump. If it was a bigger water pump, it'd probably get it even faster. But it is great, wonderful. But we'll go back up to top side and we'll show you my big cabin and my hot tub up where my hot tub will be. Got to have an hot tub in some woodlands. Got to have an hot tub. Nah, it's not how I keep warm. Use my log fire to keep warm. I've got a mate who's in hot tub every night though. Seems to love it. Yeah. There's the dog's lines. There's ties. That one's Spike's line. And we've got the girls' lines over this side. Oh, bits and bats knocking about all over the place. Just finished my truck off today. My wife's arting it at the minute. Took that back for MOT this morning. There's a view of the farm. It's my friend's farm who gave us these woods as a wedding present. Very nice. Here we go. I'm coming up to my cabin. Now this little one, this was the one that was the wife's top part of the office that used to just sit up here. It used to sit just on the opposite backside, and there was like a 5 metre decking in between both of them, and the path used to come up round this way. But obviously now we built a bigger cabin. Not last year, year before. It's our second year in this cabin now. I joined them together, which it went quite well. I've no leaks. My wind turbine with a bicycle wheel on it. I come out one day and one of my blades snapped. There's my blades. Yeah, one of them snapped off. Snapped off the end there. And it actually landed near lorry back. That's where my generator is, in there. Around this side. Needs to get a new bit of flue pipe. Started rusting away, so I just stuck a bit of foil around it, just keep it sealed. There's Charlie barking. Here's my cabin. It's my bedroom. Quite a big bedroom. We'll go back a bit so you can see. That's you've got to try and ignore the buckets and the tubs and all my solar panels on the roof. I think it's that one. That one's not connected. It's just sat there. I brung it up to give it a clean. I was going to put it somewhere, but obviously I've run out of room. But that's my cabin, guys. And this is my hot tub up. I've got a Rayburn in there, help keep it warm, fire it up at night. My shower's in there as well. So it's basically like a big wet room. But this building, the only thing I paid for on this building was the screws and the concrete for the floor. It's a little bit messy inside, but we'll show you. We'll show you inside. I say it's a little bit messy. There's my hot tub. And there's my auger. And as we go around this corner, and keep going round, that's where my shower is, in there. 2 big shower heads that light up. It's quite cool, quite funky. That's my shower in there. I come back out, you can see more alley panels. I ran out of wood. But they're coming useful. I've got some more timber coming this week, I think. Another big truckload. Coming from a timber place. But yeah, I use telegraph poles, some old pallets for the timber that go around the side, and one of the wife's clients had some new windows and doors fitted So I went and collected his old windows and used them on this. He's got some more for me. He's just had a big conservatory done. So I've got his old conservatory to come down. You can see I've still got bits to finish off. Somebody was actually painting this one for me, sealing it up, treating it, whatever you want to call it. My cement mixer. I say everything's a bit of a mess at the minute. Winter never bodes well for making anything look nice and pretty. There's my other toilet, and that's my new toilet, which was, it was a site porta toilet, you know, the big blue boxes, blue or green. I think that one was blue. I cladded it all in, made it look like one that they'd have out in Alaska. But it's quite great. There's a proper toilet inside, needs a clean. It's on skids, so I can drag it about wherever I want. I love it. Got my moon shape in the door, all wooden door handle. I tried to go as realistic as I could. Wants a clean in there, yeah. It's not been used, not been finished, but we're getting there. We're getting there. There's my old door latch. Works a treat. That was just some shipping crates that I've actually cladded that in with. A couple of solar panels on the roof for the light inside. We'll actually get that sorted out one day so it can be used. But here we go. I still need to get my edges trimmed on the side of the cabin. I've not got no ladders big enough to get up there, and I don't fancy sitting on my solar panels, so I've had to wait for that. A little bit still not treated at the top. There's the wife's office again. Here's all our woods. They're in Sausage's old pen, used to be down in that corner. There's a sty. Zoom in on there. There's Sausage's old sty. She never slept in it. Never slept in it once. Always slept outside. And that's why I think it's a bit strange that she died this winter. I think there was something a bit more sinister at play. There had been a case of strangles going about, which is quite deadly for horses. So I don't know if she's managed somehow pick that up when passing by, because they all use our track, because it all comes access from Fawn. We're in that log storage going eventually, take that out, carry on my path all the way round. Still lots to do. But there you go guys, there's my woodlands, my home. This used to be our chicken pen. Unfortunately, chickens died a few years ago. A green coop. I might actually use that chicken coop for a bridge or something on the trail course. Like some of the old timber bridges you see out in the States. They look pretty cool. There's my quad. She ain't running again at the minute. Just put a new bloody battery on it and it's still not pigging start. Let's get that sorted. Nice 4x4. I played on that a few times around woods. But this is my home guys. So when I say I have no power, you can understand. I have no power because unless that sun's out up there, which it's hiding at the minute, I don't get much. I don't do too bad during this weather, it keeps my batteries up. It's just more when it's grey and whatnot. But there you go guys. Hope you like the little visit to Spring Woods. And this is my home. Mine and the wife's home. I've done all this for her. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't be doing it. I'd have just bought a caravan and stopped in that. But she's happy. That's all I want. See my wife happy. Happy wife, happy life. Oh. You all take care, guys. Hope to see you all again soon. Keep well. Bye-bye.